Hi, my name is Marcus Lewis, and this is just a short video to let you know or the proper way to bounce your files. A lot of you I know now, with us being home or recording from home and having to send audio files to people. So this video is a simple, quick way of how to do it. There may be other ways how to do it, and this will be in Logic Pro X, but this will apply to any DAW that you are using out there. So I hope you enjoy. For those of you that are on YouTube here, if you like this content or want to see more, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on the notifications so you'll know when I post. All right, well, I know your time is valuable, so let's just get into it. Okay, so let's say we have a track, right? And we're going to send it to someone to write some music over, or we recorded something for someone and we need to send it to them. The first thing you want to do is you want to record your track, and then here I've just did a little 8-bar loop just for the sake of this video. So here's how it sounds. So say you want to send something to someone to maybe write to, or something you recorded, and you want it to sound exactly like this, you would just bounce the project. So this is what you do to bounce a project. There's 3 different ways that I know of that you can get to bounce. Here on the stereo out, you can click that button. This window will come up and you can bounce. You can also go to file, and then bounce, project or selection. See, that comes up the same. Or the fastest way is Command B on a Mac. And of course, I'm using Logic here, so it would be Command B. All right, so here you have destination. So PCM is a WAV file, MP3 is an MP3 file, M4A, AAC, more compressed, burn to a CD. This would be if you were using video, M4A. Here, your start and end. This says where it will start bouncing from. This says where it would end. So make sure this is at the beginning and this is at the very end. Offline just means that it bounces quicker. Real time would mean it would bounce in real time. The advantage to offline is it's much more reliable and quicker. Make sure your normalize is set to off so that the audio sounds exactly like you're hearing it. All right. File format here. So if I was click on PCM, now I can change this the way I can change that. I can change my resolutions. I can change the sample rate. So you can find out what sample rate, what bit rate people are recording at. And then all of this stuff doesn't really matter as much. All right. So now I would hit that, and then this window would come up, and then where do I want it to bounce? You could choose the folder, and then hit bounce, and then you'll be all set. A file will be in that folder. Now, that's great, but let's say that you wanted to send this track to your bass player in your band. So here I have an 808, which is a bass essentially. And I want them to play along or record to it without the bass in it. So I would basically mute that track, and then I would do a bounce, Control B, do the same thing, hit that. There it is. And then I would label it something like no bass or whatever, however you want to, And then you hit bounce, and then it will bounce that file. And now when the bass player gets it, it's going to sound like that. So no bass, so they can do their own thing to it. All right. Now, let's say the third way you would need to bounce something is you want to send each individual stem. So like each individual track as a separate file. So what you need to do, you can do this 2 ways. The slow way, how I did it for a long time, is I would solo this track and bounce it. Then I would unclick that. Then I would solo this track and bounce it. That's really slow, but you can do it that way. But the most efficient way is to go into the file menu, go to export, and then all tracks as audio files. And then a window like this will come up. Here's your format, how you want to save them, bit rate, all of that. And then normalize off. If you have plugins on there that you want to come through, leave that. But if you want just dry sound, then click bypass effect plugins, excuse me. Volume pan automation, like if you want dynamics in there that you put in there, you can include that. This is the pattern. So this is basically how the file will be named. So track name uses what I do, custom track name, because it's just going to bounce this as bounce demo dark pad, bounce demo 808, bounce demo drums, bounce demo pitched hats. Right? So then once I do that, and it gives you an example here. So classic electric piano wave. All right. And so then I would hit export, and it would export each 4 individual tracks, which is really nice because an audio engineer could mix this for a project. All right. So I hope that helps. I know, bouncing can be confusing sometimes with like lining tracks up, but if you do it this way, it will really help you. One thing I wanted to really touch on is how Logic bounces. So for instance, if you really want to make sure it bounces correctly, you can set it as a loop. So click on this and then drag this to the exact length. So it starts here. If you don't have this selected, what's going to happen is Logic is going to bounce the whole project. So this is the start and this arrow is the finish. So you're going to have all these measures of silence, which you don't want. So another way, if you don't want to do a loop, is just to put this at the end of your project. Or if you only wanted to bounce 4 measures of this project, you could do it like that, and that's how it bounces it. Or with the loop set in place, you could adjust that accordingly. You can bounce 4 measures. So then, whenever people record to this, the project will always line up because everything is starting and ending at the same time. So you won't have any issues that way. So I hope this was really helpful to you guys. Let me know what you think, or if you have any questions. I hope this was pretty clear for you guys, and look forward to seeing you on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you can get videos when I post them. I'm really going to start trying to do more helpful videos for issues that I've run into as a musician, and just learning about it, and then trying to pass on my knowledge so you can get some value for free and make it a little bit easier for you. So thanks again for watching. Talk to you soon.